Hi, this is Kenny Nguyen. Sorry, my voice sounds kind of weird, and sorry that my review is a little bit late, but I was in in Yellowstone, so that when the final issue wrapped up, I couldn't review it because there was no Wi-Fi. But here I'm about to give you my thoughts on the last krakoan X-Men event. This was an event that was 5 years in the making. It's basically the X-Men trying to fight off an evil robot sentinel named Nimrod. And I gotta say, this is a bland, mediocre, disappointing, and disgusting event from Marvel Comics. And people, like I will always think, Kenny, well, but the critic reviews should be positive, right? This event has positive reviews from critics, so therefore it's good, right? Well, sorry to burst bubbles, but these are the critic reviews. So as you can see, the boxes are yellow, so therefore it is mixed reviews, with the green is positive reviews. So what is really my problem with this event? Well, first off, my problem with this event is, you know, the art here, it's just bland mediocre. This is the final X-Men event. I wanted to have good quality art so that it could show how cool and awesome the X-Men is, but it just doesn't work well. I mean, it's not bad, but I'm right here, and hold on. Okay, so I just paused to show you an example, but this is in comparison to a DC event called House of Brainiac, which is a Superman. And look at the difference in art. Look how high quality it is. Look at the shadows. Look at the contrast. Like, like I said, look at the how much effort is put in. I'm not expecting comic books to have art that just blow me away or it's like the Mona Lisa, but I just want good quality art that has effort and looks really good. Not mind blowing, but it shows how there's effort in it. But like I said, when you look at this art, compare the Superman art to this, and it just doesn't work. You know? The second reason why I didn't like this event is that because it had too many things going on and too many villains. This was supposed to be an event that showed Nimrod, the Sentinel, the evil robot, but then suddenly you have an artificial intelligence named Dominion that lies in a different plane of existence that's basically a god. And you people would think I'm kind of joking or just going crazy psycho, right? But hold on, it's gonna take. Yeah, like I said, now we have to deal with a different godlike being. Instead of just having everything stripped down and streamlined to make it like easier to focus and understand, this event just juggles way too many things. Like we like there's like a plot point about how we had to find out how the Jean Grey would get revived with the Phoenix Force, but it comes shoehorned in and it's not weaved in organically. And the fourth reason why I did not like this event is because, you know what? Yeah, fourth reason. Let's kind of scratch that. Let's talk about the one thing I did like about this event. And it's about how Nimrod gets beaten. Now, sure, this is an artificial intelligence that really is amazing where it can adapt to things. But, I'm just at this point I just want some good engaging action, and well, the action is okay. I do how it's just at least entertaining. Okay, so I'm gonna see everyone's trying to fight Nimrod. Magneto is about to lose. Oh yeah, and also there's this villain here that Mother Righteous that she freaking appears out of nowhere and hawks a spotlight instead of Nimrod. And like I said, everyone's fighting. Is Nimrod's about to be beaten, but then Storm comes in and kicks Nimrod's ass. And I do like how people started teaming up. But even though the reason why Nimrod gets defeated is because of a calculation error, you know what? At this point, I just want some action. So I didn't mind it. All right, like that wasn't too bad. Now, let's get to the fourth big reason, the biggest reason why I did not like this event. Charles Xavier. If people don't know, Charles Xavier is basically the headmaster of the X-Men. He's the Martin Luther King Jr. of the X-Men. He's this pacifist who wants mutants and humans to live in peace and coexist. However, in this event, and I'm not even joking, in this event, so it's gonna be a long video. Xavier literally plans to kill his best friend when she was young. So basically, what he's doing is that planning to kill a child. Now, I'm not a writer, all right? I don't have the writing credentials or the creativity. But at least show there's progress. At least show how Xavier went down in this direction. Like I may disagree with it. I may not like it. But at least show his dark side. At least show how Xavier tries to find other ways, but then has to come to realization that he has to kill Moira. But it doesn't. It honestly doesn't. And another thing I don't like about this event is that it's used some cosmic aspects, but the dialogue just is too much, and it's just too clunky. It's like Joss Whedon's dialogue. Like Jean Grey goes out here, and she looks at the time stream, but like if you kind of read it, it just comes off as textbooky, as clunky. And most of these dialogue take up half the page. Like, I don't mind having expositional dialogue that helps talk about the plot, but at least have it be entertaining. And some of these issues, they can just be taken out. But anyway, I'm just kind of like, okay, like literally, people think I'm joking, but Xavier actually pulled the trigger. Moira Tiger, she basically created krakoa because she saw that mutants has to work together to stop Nimrod, but then she kind of gave up and became a psychopath because a different writer wrote her. It wasn't Hickman's plan. Like, this event was not Hickman's original idea. He left because Marvel didn't want to progress. They just wanted to stay in the same place. And this feels rushed, but like I said, this is Xavier. This is a hero, And he literally actually pulls the trigger. Now, I understand that heroes they get breaking down and that sometimes they have to do bad stuff. But for the most part, what makes a hero is that they're not supposed to be relatable. They're supposed to be inspiring. They're supposed to represent the best of us. That even though when things are down, they will always find a way. And like I said, yeah, like he's like, the worst part is Rachel Grey, which is basically Jean Grey's clone daughter, right? She literally tells him, "Hey, you can't do this." But the fact that we don't even know what she said, and he just stops his murder cold turkey. Like, even if it didn't make sense, even if it was clunky, I would have liked to know what she said, but we don't even know. And if you want to know, you have to buy extra books. It's called X-Men Forever and X-Men, I believe, Dead X-Men. But finally, the worst thing about this event is that we are stuck with, after being Orcus, oh yes, and also Xavier literally shoots a mutant Rachel Grey behind her back. And that just comes off as weird because his whole point, he wants to bring back the Phoenix Force to defeat Dominion. I'm sorry if this review is super long, but why did he have to kill innocent mutants behind their back? Why couldn't he just tell them ahead of time and then shoot her? All right, like, it comes off as nowhere. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to rant about this, but this is the big problem. This is like if Luke Skywalker or Tony Stark turned evil. And it just, and the fact is that we don't even know why he's doing this in the series. We don't even get the reason why in this whole issue. The only reason why you need to know, the only way you know why he does this, you have to buy extra book because Marvel is greedy. And I'm just gonna show you the last one, and it's just really stupid. Like this issue, Jean Grey gets reborn, then literally she she gets reborn. The art is a very inconsistent. Then she meets Dominion, and I just kind of want to people look at this dialogue. Like, what the hell is this? Like, it's just clunky. It's not easy to understand, and it's just boring, you know. Yeah, and then he literally, and this is Moira, he literally saved the day by talking about his feelings to her. People think I'm joking, but I'm not. Like I said, clunky exposition. Yeah, and it's just like I don't mind like him talking about his feelings, but at least have it be executed well. But yeah, he literally talks about his feelings to her. She sacrifices herself, and Jean Grey literally wins by the power of friendship. I know people think I'm joking, but I'm not. And all this build up, 5 years, is literally gone in 4 pages. So disappointing. And the worst part is that Xavier gets arrested by the police. Like the mutants don't take him in. I felt like this event, what issue was that Jonathan Hickman, who was the main writer of the X-Men, he's the best Marvel writer of all time. When he left, like it was still his vision. No matter what he told other people, like his interpretation of the ending is completely different to other people's interpretation. It's like the game of telephone. And this I may not like Hickman's X-Men because it's very boring, but at least it was his vision. At least we would have known his true ending. At least it would have been on his terms. But the fact that this ending had bland action, it ruined Xavier. It ruined Moira. It literally ends with the main character winning by the power of friendship. It has too many stuff going on that for me drags this series down. And like I said, as a DC fan, I really want Marvel to be better, but this is just predictable. So I'm going to give this rating a 4 out of 10. That's about it. See ya.